reason we devised this program was because we discovered that in a lot of our client organizations, managers were finding it very difficult to confront sensitive or challenging issues. And the reason for that was that they, at one level, didn't feel they had the confidence to broach those conversations. And also, they didn't feel they really had the competence, i.e. they didn't have a process, they didn't have a method that they could use to structure and deliver those conversations. So we put together a program to address that need. Tough conversations can be transformational. They can change the direction of a career, a life, a marriage, and it's important that people are able to grasp the nettle sometimes and deal with those formative issues that are often avoided. Managers are very often in a state of denial and don't feel equipped to adequately confront and deal with those issues. We have a 10-step process. The first 6 steps or stages are pre-planned, and then the latter part of the process is more ad hoc and flexible, depending upon the kinds of responses that the person is getting. So the important thing to understand about a tough conversation is that a tough conversation is a prepared conversation. So you go into the conversation with a clear route map, a clear sense of where it is you want to end up, but at a certain point in that process, of course, you have to take account of the other person's responses and their concerns, their interests, and be adaptable. So it is a route map, or it's a process that has built into it a certain degree of adaptability. The 2 critical elements for achieving a breakthrough in tough conversations are firstly to convince the other person that the issue that you're raising with them is one of substance. It's an issue that absolutely has to be addressed. It's an issue that's critically important. And the second thing that's key is that you put something at stake. So you make it absolutely clear to the other person what the implications and consequences are of not dealing with that issue. The first thing is that you give them a compelling reason to want to change. You enable them to resolve a long-standing issue, and therefore I think it leaves both the person who's having the tough conversation or initiating the tough conversation, it leaves them in a much better place emotionally and psychologically, but I think it also resolves the issue, the area of concern, for the benefit of all. So I think it's something that contributes to the well-being and health of the team and the organization.